Guys, we got another speaker from SoundCore. Now, if you follow the channel, you know SoundCore makes incredible speakers, small ones, big ones, all across the board. They just give us really good value, bang for buck. The Boom 3i is one of their newest speakers, 140 bucks retail, but right now there's a code. I'm going to leave it below. You can get this for 89 bucks all the way up until, I believe, next month on the 17th. So you have a little bit of time to still get this speaker for 89 bucks, and at that price, it's a steal. We're going to take a look at the Boom 3i. This thing does come in 3 different colorways, black, blue, and green. You can see I have the green one here with some blue accents on it. You can see the RGB lights on here. We'll go over the specs in a minute. We're going to jump in, guys, but hit that like, drop a sub, and let's check out the Boom 3i. So I've been playing with the speaker for a few weeks now, and I love it. It's a great speaker. All right, so the packaging on here, SoundCore, typical, very clean, very nice packaging. Picture of the speaker on the front, that green color with the blue accents, very nice in person. It's got the matte finish on it. On the back, some of the specs, which we'll talk about all the specs here in a minute. Throw this to the side. Now we also get a matching strap, so if you want to, carry this over your shoulder, I'm not that dude, but there are dudes out there that would do that. If you're that dude, leave a comment below, but not for me. Not for everyone. We also get the USB-C, the USB-C to charge. We also get the paperwork, and then the star of the show, the actual Boom 3i, right? So that nice matte finish, like I mentioned, the SoundCore branding on it. We get some buttons on the top from left to right, your power button, your Bluetooth button, your volume up and down, your play and pause, your light button. This will control the RGB lights here on the side, as you can see. Then we also have, this will connect multiple devices, up to 100 devices all at once. Could you imagine 100 of these just going off at the same time? It would be insane, because this thing is dummy loud. And this is your bass up. So you got bass up technology on here to give you more of a thump, and that's what SoundCore gives us, right? The dynamic sound, that thump. All right, guys, now before we jump into the actual app, let's talk about and go over all of the specs. So again, 3 colorways. We talked about the price. There is a deal. Get this for 89 bucks all the way up until August 17th. The links are below with the code. 3 colorways, black, blue, and green. The green one, very nice. I've seen some of the other ones, but I do like the green one. IP68 water and dust proof. So you're gonna be able to get this wet. Not only can you get it wet, it is also salt waterproof. And it floats, and it will always face up when it floats. So pretty cool. This thing, I believe they say it's rated for like 2 years of protection against salt water. So no corrosion over time with this speaker. It's always gonna float to the top and float up in the water. I don't have a pool here to test out, but you can check it out in other videos. Now, this thing also has Bluetooth 5.3, 50 watts of power on this little guy, a 10 watt tweeter and a 40 watt woofer to give us that thump. You can see them on the inside of here. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but they are there. Battery life on here, 16 hours of battery life. You can pair up to 100 of these together. I mean, go ahead and buy 100 of them and hook it up. Now there are some RGB lights on here that you can adjust from the top and also inside of the app. 96 decibels of volume on here. I just want to point out that that is dummy loud. That is extremely loud. This thing thumps, and it's a cool little speaker. So now you also have that bass up button on here, bass up 2.0 for that thump, dynamic sound, that bass. If you're a bass head, drop a comment below. Physical buttons. Now inside of the app, there are some cool features we're going to go over. There's an alarm, there's a voice enhancer. It's pretty cool stuff. And again, 40 bucks off until August 17th. Let's check out the app. Now, once you connect to the app, you will have a software update. Go ahead and do that. And that brings you here. So you have a volume slider, a picture of the actual speaker and the color that you are using. Bass up 2.0. I'm always going to leave that on because you guys know, if you follow the channel, I like that thump. Now you have some presets in here from SoundCore, or you can create your own. As you can see here, my custom one is set up already to exactly how I like it. Now the voice amplifier button, check this out. So if we go in here and we click on, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? You see how much louder it makes my voice? What up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up? So it enhances the voice. So if, I don't know why you would use that. Maybe if you're at a party and you want to talk over a crowd, you can do that while you're listening to music, but pretty cool. And you can also put that on a loop and just keep it going if you really want to be that guy. Now we also have the sound effects, so we get some white noise, right? If you have trouble sleeping, whatever it is, if you just want to chill and veg a little bit, you can do that and turn on some white noise, different options. You also have an emergency alarm, different sounds. I'm not going to turn it on because it's very loud, but there are some alarms on here. And then you have buzz clean. So if you click this button, you hear that. What that is going to do, if you have this in the pool, if you have it at the beach, and there's any water still in it after you take it out of the water, this will empty and push that water out. So pretty cool. Now we go into settings up top here. You can see we have some button lights, some special prompts. This is where you're going to do your firmware update. And one more thing on the bottom here, you do have your lights. So you can change up your RGB lights with different options. So very, very cool. Now, really, this thing comes down to how does it sound. So I'm just gonna play some music and then we'll talk about how it sounds, and you guys can let me know, drop some comments on what you think, and then I'll tell you my thoughts on the sound quality, because that's what we're really here for. How does it sound and what price can we get it at? All these bells and whistles are awesome. There's some really good things about that, but if it didn't sound good, then what's the point? Check it out. All right, guys, so let me know what you think down in the comment section below how this speaker sounds. Look, up to 96 decibels. What you heard is on like 25–30% when it comes to the volume. This thing is stupid loud and it sounds great. Again, you could tweak it with the app and get it to sound pretty much however you want it. If you want a little less bass, you can do it in the app, or you can turn on the bass up button and just get that thump. Overall, very dynamic sounding pair. Oh, one more thing on the back, we do have our ports, of course, again, waterproof, so just make sure that you shut this and you are good to go. So overall, the Boom 3i, another incredible speaker from SoundCore, and at this price, it is very hard to beat. So another cool speaker, another impressive drop from SoundCore. Guys, hit that like, drop a sub. I'll be back soon. Peace.